Good morning, everybody. We are here with another writing lesson. Here with our All Right Club again, our 4 characters. We don't see them on here, but they're always with us. Yes. Today's pretty exciting because we're going to be talking about the 3 different genres of writing, which means the 3 different kinds of writing that we learn in 2nd grade. So there are 3, like I said. We're going to jump right into it. The first kind of writing is an opinion piece, and that's found right here, opinion. And what an opinion is how you think about something or feel. What I think and what I feel. And those are usually clue words that tell you that it's an opinion. I think, I feel that blue is the best color in the world because the sky is blue. Do you have an opinion about something?
Well, I have an opinion that blue is not the best color.
Okay, that's fine. What's your opinion?
Well, it's turquoise.
Oh, a different version of blue.
Which is the color in my classroom.
Okay. So that's opinion, how somebody thinks or feels. The other kind of writing, the second kind, it's a really big word. It's called expository. Can you say that?
Expository.
Yeah, which is like a fancy word for information. Which information in expository writing is when you research and it's full of true facts. So if I were going to write about the life cycle of a frog, or I wanted to write about volcanoes, or learn how an earthquake happens, those kinds of real events that I would need to research would be expository writing, when you write a report about something.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And the last one is called narrative. So a narrative is a story that is true or make-believe. So I can write you a story about something I've experienced in my life. That would be a narrative. Or I could make up a totally make-believe, fantasy, fictional story with talking animals and dialogue of what the animals are saying, and that would be a narrative. It's just basically a story.
I love those too.
Yeah. So right here, Flora was hungry. She flew high in the sky to look for flowers, and that would be our butterfly, Flora. So those are the 3 kinds of different genres of writing we're going to learn about this year. Now, for the next part of this video, and I gotta say, we gave them a really short video yesterday.
We did. That was really nice of us.
It was. It was like 2 or 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but we want you to get into a comfortable position, listen to these 3 stories, and what I want you to do while you're listening to the story, we're going to kind of cheat and tell them at the beginning of the story which genre it is.
I love it.
But I want to see if you can come up with clues to prove how what we're reading is either an opinion, expository, which is information, or narrative, a story. So I think Miss Marquardt has our first story.
All right. So my first story is going to be an expository or informational, so it's going to be filled with true facts, and it's called A Big Change. How does a caterpillar change into a butterfly? It goes through stages. First, an egg hatches and a caterpillar comes out. A caterpillar is small and wiggly. It has one job. That job is to eat. The more it eats, the fatter it gets. Next, the caterpillar makes a cocoon. A cocoon is a shell. The caterpillar hides inside the cocoon. You cannot see it, but inside the caterpillar is changing. Finally, the cocoon breaks open and a butterfly crawls out. It moves its wings slowly. Soon, it can fly away. That is how a caterpillar changes into a butterfly.
Wow, I just learned so much from your expository story that you read to me.
I'm glad I could share it with you.
Cool.
Do you have one for us?
I do.
All right.
And this one is called The Hungry Butterfly. And I believe that this one is a narrative, which is just a story that I'm telling you. And let's figure out if it's a fictional story or if it is a nonfiction true story. See if we can figure out any clues. The Hungry Butterfly. Flora was hungry. She flapped her yellow wings and flew to look for the big red flowers near the pond. Those flowers were full of nectar she could drink. Flora loved sipping the sweet nectar through her long mouth. It was like drinking through a straw. Flora landed by the pond. She looked around where there were big red flowers. They were gone. Where were they? What happened to the red flowers? She asked a frog sitting on a rock. I don't know, the frog said. I missed them, though. They were pretty. I miss them too, said Flora. What shall I eat now? I eat things in the water, the frog said. Can't you? Flora said, no, but maybe there is something else I could eat. Flora flew high in the sky. She could see a lot from up here. Flora did not see red, but she saw blue and yellow. Were those flowers too? Flora flew down to look. She landed on a small blue flower. She tasted its nectar and smiled. It was good too. Flora took a big sip of sweet nectar. What do you think?
You know, I wasn't sure at first, but once the frog started talking, I could tell that it was a make-believe story because frogs don't talk in real life.
So you were correct. Good job.
That was a good one. I really liked that. So I have our last and final story for today, and it is going to be an opinion. And think about the clues of I think or feel. An opinion is when you share something that you believe, but it might not necessarily be true for everyone. It's only true for you. And it's called A Place for Butterflies. I think that our town should plant a butterfly garden. A butterfly garden will help butterflies. It will be good for plants and people. First, the plants in the butterfly garden will feed hungry butterflies. This kind of garden is filled with plants and flowers and butterflies, and flowers that butterflies like. More butterflies will come to our town. Butterflies also help new plants grow. More butterflies in our town will mean more plants and flowers also. Last, people will enjoy the garden and the butterflies. Butterflies are beautiful. The garden and the plants will be pretty too. I want our town to have a butterfly garden. More butterflies and more plants will make our town a nicer place to live.
Okay. Right when you started, you gave me a huge clue.
What'd you hear?
I heard the words I think, which is a clue that it is an opinion piece.
You got it.
And then you went on to list a bunch of reasons that you feel that way.
That I feel.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I even said things like butterflies are beautiful.
Oh, that's an
which
opinion.
Is true for me, but there's probably somebody out there, I don't know who it would be, but maybe they don't like butterflies.
Yeah.
They don't think they're so beautiful.
Yeah. So those were some fun stories. Now
Yeah.
let's talk about what you guys are going to do on this page. As you can see, we have one sentence from each of the 3 stories, and we chose sentences that give you really big clues.
Like huge
Clues, right? So, for example, the first sentence says, first, an egg hatches, and a caterpillar comes out. Using that sentence, we need you to tell us what genre that came from. What story's genre? Was it an opinion piece? Were they telling you what they think or feel about butterflies? Was it expository? Were they giving you true facts about the life cycle of a butterfly? Yes, that is the correct answer. Or was it a story about a butterfly with talking animals? Yeah. So you would probably write expository on this line.
If they wanted to get it right.
Yes, you would. Okay, 2 more. We're not going to be as easy on you on these 2.
No way.
All right. The next one says, I think that our town... Oh, wait.
I think,
clue. I think that our town should plant a butterfly garden. What kind of genre did this come from?
Let's not tell them the answer, but if we already used this one, it can only be either opinion or narrative.
And it starts with I think. That's your clue.
And you could just like find like I think over here with I think and then like match it up to the right one. Okay, last one.
Last one. Flora said, no, but maybe there is something else I could eat. And I think Flora was the butterfly in the story that I read.
Yes, because the frog had the big voice.
He did,
yeah.
naturally. So, if this was a talking butterfly, what kind of genre was that? Maybe a make-believe story, which actually has a name.
That they would just put here with a capital N.
So that's all you have to do today, and hopefully by the end of this video, you're experts on the 3 different genres 2nd graders learn how to write.
thanks for hanging in there for a long video and really